We are back. Ralph here, Steve there. We're the Legal Help Live team. Call us at 1-800-405-4222. That's toll free. And if you call in between now and the end of the show, you will get a gift certificate for two at a restaurant of our choice.
I'd like my gift certificate, please.
Okay, here it goes. You want me to autograph it for you?
Oh, wait, we've asked for people to call, and we've got Frank on the line. So, Frank, where are you calling from?
Hello, I'm calling from L.A.
Okay.
I want to explain to you what happened. The incident happened on an MTA bus. What happened was the turnaround, where they stop and come back.
Yeah.
Was next to my house. So what happened was the bus flagrantly passed me by. He didn't even slow down. He just passed me by and left me there at the stop. So when I went home, of course, I was angry because I had to walk home. I had a sore leg at the time. And then I sat down thinking about it, and I said, well, if nobody does nothing, this behavior goes on and on, so I should do something about it. So I went, the bus stop was across the street from my house, and I went there, and I waited for him to come back. When he came back, I didn't get any closer to him than the meter on the bus. You know where the meter is? That's about 3 feet or something from him.
Right.
I stood right there, and I asked him for his name, and he recognized me because he started apologizing that, that he was going too fast or something. I don't know what his excuse was really. But I asked him for his name, and he refused to give it to me. And then I looked at his sleeve, and I noticed his badge number. So I wrote down the badge number, and then I turned around, and I started getting off the bus. The door was open, and then as I step off the bus, he accelerates.
Oh, really? What happened to you, Frank?
I fell on the floor. I skinned my knee real bad, and then I fell on the floor, and I hit my head on the signal posts of the signal lights. And by some amazing miracle, the wheel of the wheel of the bus didn't run over my left leg. In fact, I looked to see, and it was pretty close. And then I tucked my leg in so that the bus would. And then he took off and left me there. And anyway, my question to you is, they were telling me when a couple of days later I went to the doctor because my leg was aching, and he told me it was infected, and he treated me. And he was telling me that, no, you don't have no case. You don't have no case. Just forget about it. And then I talked to a couple of lawyers, and they told me, well, you know what? If you don't go to the hospital directly, it's hard to win a case with them. So I believed that for a while, and then on the last week for me to file, because I believe they give you 6 months, I filed. Right away they contacted me, and they wanted to know more about what happened. And each time I talk to them, they keep asking me if I have a lawyer. And that's my question to you guys. Do you think I should get one?
Well, first of all, you were smart. If you have to file a claim within the 6-month time period, and it sounds like you did that. The question then is what are your damages, and what should the recovery be? And I'm just going to go into that. One of the things which you really don't want is this guy driving and hurting other people. And fortunately, you at least know who it is, and each bus has got a number on it, and they can tell you exactly who the person is. Have you made a perfect recovery? Are you fine now?
Well, not perfect. Sometimes I get up and the leg's stiff, or like say I go for my walks, and sometimes it gets stiff on me, and it takes me like about 10 steps to shake it off, and then I start walking normal again. But it's in the same leg that I whacked on the curve.
How much in medical bills do you have?
Well, since I went to emergency, because like I tell you, my leg was aching. I was scared of gangrene, I went there, and it came out to, I think, $2,000, because the ERs, they're expensive.
And do you have medical insurance?
No, I don't.
And how old are you?
52.
Okay, are you still working?
No, I had just, I graduated from college about a year and a half ago. I got a bachelor's degree in information technology. But you know how the situation is with employment right now. They want experience, but they don't want to pay the wages.
Okay, you have
as soon as they see how old I am, we'll call you back.
You have 2 ways to go. If you've made a perfect recovery, and you've just got a little aches and pain, you could go to small claims court, where you can sue the bus company in small claims court, the maximum recovery, and you can do that without a lawyer, the maximum recovery is $7,500. On the other hand, they have a limited jurisdiction court in the LA Superior Court, which is about $25,000 or $30,000. It's much more limited. You probably can find a lawyer who does kind of a volume of cases, and they'll probably take your case. To find a lawyer in that regard, you call the LA County Bar Association, tell them you have and they have a referral panel, that you've got a case that is not a giant case, and you want to get the name of a couple of lawyers that do smaller personal injury cases. And if you look around, you probably can find a lawyer to take that case. That case might be worth anywhere from $5,000 to maybe $50,000. I can't really put a dollar value on it, but if you want to limit yourself to $7,500 at small claims court, but you should get a lawyer to help you.
Yeah, I agree with Steve. It's not a simple, straightforward negligence situation where a bus, by accident, ran you over or hit you. What this bus driver did was assault you. He battered you with that bus. He virtually threw you off the bus in the manner in which he drove it away. So that's an affirmative kind of action that he undertook. And you may not just simply be limited to loss of earnings and pain and suffering and emotional damages. You may actually have a right to go after the individual bus driver for what's called punitive damages. Now, you can't collect that against the government, but you can collect it. You can collect it against the individual bus driver. So before you rush into small claims court, and that may be where you end up, and Stephen is absolutely right in suggesting it to you, but you might also want to talk to a lawyer because you may have more than $7,500. And I think you should not discount the terror of what happened there.
And you're going to get a letter saying that they've rejected your claim, and it will tell you in that letter how much time you have to sue them. So you have to watch out for the second time period. Or if they reject your case by operation of law, then there's another time period involved in there. So you're going to have to start doing something and making a decision. You also might want to get a hold of the city attorney's office in LA and make a criminal complaint about what happened, because as Ralph indicated,
that's a good idea.
It is a criminal case there, and the police may investigate. What you should have done in the first place was, before the accident happened, was just to get the bus number and call the bus company, and they would have taken some corrective action on the person. You probably would not have been hurt. You don't want to ever put yourself in a conflict situation.
But you see, I understand that they have a very powerful union. He completely caught me off guard. I've never seen a bus driver do that to anybody, and I've been a bus rider since like around 1965, and I've never seen